Hello everyone. So in the previous video we have seen how to create a pull down circuit and what are the states of the initial condition. What is the initial state of the pin and what is the state of the pin when the button is pressed, what is the state of the pin when the button is released. We have seen almost all of those things very clearly. Okay, so to say quickly, initially sorry guys, initially it will be 0 for low and excuse me guys, so when you press the button it will be 1 or high, right? Then when you release the button it will again 0 or low, right? So this will happen the same way. Okay, nice. So you know the circuit, right? So what I do is I will open as I have a simulation environment, so where I have created a circuit. So you can also do the circuit with the real ones. So all you have to be mindful is be aware is you should know what are the points. That means I gave you on point A, point B, point C, point D, point D, like that I gave you points, right? So you should be aware which points are where. So for example, like this is this point and this point, this point and this point, one is A and one is B. Okay, and like that, right? So I gave some point names to the in between resistor and ground. I gave some point names to the place where the resistor meets the wire from the switch. So likewise you can remember from the previous video A, B, C, D, E, and then you can create the connection. So A and B are going to this way, A is going to this pin, B is going to +5 or like that, or E is going to ground, like that you can create the circuit. Okay, so look at the diagram and create the circuit. So this is the correct circuit. I have connected the input to pin number 2. So if you don't understand, you can stop and watch and try to analyze the circuit, and then you will understand. So how to analyze the circuit? You take the circuit, analyze it with the previous diagram I explained you. Okay, I drew some diagram in the paint and explained you in the previous videos. So you compare both and then you will find out this is the same way as I explained in the diagram. Okay, so the push button has 4 pins. So why is there 4 pins and why do I connect it to this and this? Just don't worry about those things. Just think this is one pin, one terminal, and this is another terminal. Okay, that is fine. So now you could see, excuse me guys, now you could see this pin, this terminal is connected to the pin number 2 along with the resistor. Okay, and this terminal is connected to +5. And in the pull down circuit, initially the pin state is what? 0, right? So that is why we have connected the resistor to ground, and the other side is going to the digital pin. So here I am using pin number 2. So you know, initially, since there is no current is running from 0 to here same voltage is there. Since there is no current is running, the resistance will not have any voltage difference. So here also 0 voltage, 0 voltage, 0 voltage, 0 voltage. Likewise here also up to here it's 0 voltage. Okay, then from here it is +5 voltage completely up to the +5. Okay, when the switch is not pressed, now there is no connection in between this terminal 1B and terminal 2A. Okay, there are names for the terminals. So when you press the button, okay, let's say I am pressing the button, okay, then the connection between this terminal and this terminal 2A and 1B is created. So the +5 voltage will be going through this path, will go here and will move to this terminal, and will go here, go here, go here, go here, and +2 will become +5 or 1 or high. Then the 5 voltage will be here, but here it is ground anyway, right? Because directly connected to the ground. So the resistor will handle the voltage difference. Here it is 5 voltage at terminal 2. In terminal 1 it is 0, ground. So resistor will bear the 5 voltage difference. So that is how it happens. So when you release the button again, connection is not there. So everywhere will become ground. Here 0, and here it will be 5 voltage. So you know this scenario, right? Very well. So anyway, if you want to see what push button is, so push button will look like this. So you can Google push button and you will get a lot of pictures. Okay, so these are some examples of push button. So you may wonder why there are 4 pins. You can Google it and find out. Otherwise in upcoming videos I will explain why there is 4 pin and how you have to connect it. So if there is a confusion, you can go for a push buttons like this, only 2 pins. See, think about the push button. Excuse me guys, think about the push button in this photo. So you can buy one like this. Okay, this is a small one, these are bigs, so you can go for anything you want. Okay, right. So now you should know, according to the logic, what do you call, initial state it would be 0, and when it is pressed it is high, when it is released again it is 0. It should be like that. Okay, so the circuit also correct, initially it should be 0, then when it is pressed it is high, when it is released again the pin state should be 0. So if I take the code, the same code I explained in the previous videos, only difference is I have added a small delay so that I can see the value changing. Okay, so that it is not too fast. So now what the thing is, I have created a variable and pin mode I am saying, because I am using the pin number 2 as input, digital input source, and I am going to serial print the values. So I digital read the pin and assign it to X. What is X? This is X. Excuse me guys. Then I serial print the X value 0 1, and I give a 100 millisecond delay, and then the void loop repeats. Okay, so when button is pressed, this will change, digital read value will change from 0 to 1. So initially it should be 0, and with time when you press it should become 1, when you again release it should become 0. Likewise it has to work. Sorry guys. So the same, right? So let's test it out. So this is the code, it's already compiled, so I can verify if you want. So while it is being verified, okay, it's verified, it's compiling, right? So I can copy the code, and I'll go to simulation environment, and I will copy and paste the code. I will copy the paste I have, or I will paste the code. So serial monitor is open. I will do a simulation and see. Okay, look at the serial monitor now, right? So you see in the serial monitor it is 0. Why? In the pull down circuit initial state is 0, so that is why it is 0. Okay, because this 0 or ground is going through this path and coming here and all over here. Very simple. Only when I press the button, then this path should become 1. Which path? This path, and this path will be 0. Resistor will handle, or resistor will bear the 5 voltage. Okay, so let me push the button, and while I am pushing the button, just watch the serial monitor whether this value becomes 1 or not. Why? Because when you press it, it should become 1, right? So let's see. So I am pushing the button. Okay, you see? So now I'm pushing and holding, right? I didn't release my mouse. So now the connection is created, right? So this is a push button. This black color thing is, when you push it, the connection is created. When you take your hand off, it will be released. It will come up, and the connection will be removed. Okay. So since I am pushing, the connection is going there. So 5 voltage is going to the pin number 2, because the connection between the two terminals of the switch has been created. So now I will release the switch, and let's see what happens. See, it is again 0. I have released it. You understand, guys? Okay. Again, I am going to push, keep the push, release it, 0. Push, release, push, release, push, release. Watch the serial monitor. Push, release, push, release. So you can, if you watch a little bit, okay, you can even see the push release difference. See, push 1, release, push, release, push, release. Watch the button and the values. Okay, I'm pushing it and keep pushing. So 1 is there. I didn't remove the mouse click. So it means you are pushing by the hand and keeping the hand by pushing. Okay, you keep pushing, not taking the hand off. So it is 1, right? Because the connection is now there. Okay. Now I am releasing it. That means connection is not going to be removed. See, 0. Very easy, right? Push, release, push, release. So when you push it, it is 1. When you release, 0. Push it, release it, push, release, push, release, push, release, push, release. So see the button and the terminal, right? So this is very clear, guys. Okay. So that's nice. So we will study further in the upcoming videos. So you can see the button. So this is the black part. This is the part that has to be pushed. On top of the button, there's a black part, right? So when you keep your hand there and press, the connection will be there. So when you take your hand off, the thing will come up and the connection will be removed. The same goes with these buttons also. You can push the colored part, green or red, and while you are keep pushing, the connection is there. When you take your hand off, it will come up and the connection will be removed. Okay, so it will come to the initial state and the connection will be removed. So that is the basic functionality of a push button. So I think you understood this. I will catch you up in the next video, guys, and consider subscribing us. Stay safe.